Let's up, my people. Welcome back to I-ROC ENT. Alright, now, so this is the Devon house creep. People, this man has been around for a while based on the evidence presented by these females, you know what I mean, who were being harassed by this brother, you know what I mean. And it obvious that this man have people in a high place for him to be doing this over a decade or 2 decades, and has still not gotten any time. He has been charged multiple times and he's still on the road. He is charged for rape, burglary, assault, everything you can think of in the book. Right now, him get charged for, yet still he's not behind bar. Yet still he's been bailed time and time again, and he's been on the road terrorizing people's girl children. Now, Miss London over TikTok there, you know this brother, you know this brother mother, please to expose his mother. Obviously, they know something. Obviously, him have people in high places. I bail him every time. It's like he's been protected to do the same thing over and over again. People, listen to some of the victim them. People, listen to some of the victim and tell me the thing. Over a decade this a go on. Yet still this man still on the road. Yet still this man is on the road. The Devon house creep, Christopher, real name ORVILLE, DIETRICH. People, listen to the victims.
Okay, so I just seen 2 videos about surviving Christopher, and I have survived Christopher, and I honestly didn't know that other females had gone through this, and I am honestly so freaking mad that I personally did not report it at the time, but being so young and naive, I was just so glad that he wasn't harassing me, right? Okay, so my first encounter with this man was when I was 17 and I was working at this restaurant as a server. Now, this is right after CSEC exams and we're on the hustle. Now, this man came into the restaurant. He was looking to peruse the menu at the time. And I guess we began talking. I don't remember exactly what the conversation was between us, but he had asked me for my number. I did give him my number. Again, young and naive, this learned from me. So I gave him my number. Again, I don't remember. This was like a decade ago. Now, I don't remember the conversation that night, but I do remember the conversation the following morning. So I had a staff meeting to attend, and then I had work to go back to in that evening. So I was like complaining about it to him, and he was like, "Oh, I'll take you." So I'm like, "That's fine. I'm already here." He's like, "Okay, no, going forward because I'm your man, you need to tell me where you're gonna be, and I'm gonna be the one to take you there and back." Okay, so I'm like, that's fine. My dad literally brings me to work and back, so I don't need that. He's like, "Listen, I don't care. I am not the person that's about to do it." So he was very much intimidating. Like, friend was giving very much crazy. Like, rubbed me the wrong way, and I kind of went silent on the phone. And I don't know if that kind of triggered him because friend went ballistic. No, Christopher went off. Friend was like, "You think you better than me? Eh? Hey, girl, anyway, monsieur, I'm gonna do your things. Anyway, monsieur, I'm gonna mash my face, I'm gonna stab you this. He went off. Like, he went crazy on the phone. And I got so scared. I'm scared. But free. But free, I hung up the phone. I hung the phone up. And I sat at the table and I'm like, did that literally just happen? Anyways, had my meeting. I told my friend what happened. I'm like, "Girl, the guy that came yesterday, a bit cuckoo." She told me, like, "You may need to, like, not come into work tomorrow because you don't know, or even today." I mean, I say, what the hell am I going to bring up on myself? I had went to the security and I told him, like, "Yo, you remember the guy that came in yesterday? Could you just let me know if he's on property so I could just, like, go hide in the bathroom because I'm not trying to die here." He did not come back after that, but I was paranoid for a few days, to be quite honest. Yeah, it didn't come back. But I did meet Christopher in Alpha Tree one more time, right by the fire station. He did not remember me, but he didn't remember me. And then I met him another time after that. Like, that was like, the last time was 2 or 3 years ago. I was at my house and he was riding by and he stopped. And he was like, holler at me. I'm like, "No, friend. No, I'm not so much intimidated by the opposite sex. I'm very strong, right? So Christopher can't intimidate me and I'm no longer young and naive. But I share my story just to say that this man has a history of being very much verbally abusive to females, and I really hope that the JDF, who again? excuse me, it's JCF. So I really hope the JCF take this case up and look into this man. He literally could be the missing puzzle piece to a lot of unsolved stories. And luckily for me, I was not one of those stories, but we never know who else he might be intimidating or threatening or even physically abusing. This man has been verbally abusive, and obviously from the story, the recent story that I heard, his tendencies or his actions have gotten way worse. Really hope that something comes out of this and this video can be used against him. Kind of forgot out. And females try to be aware and stay clear.
The Devon house creep.
I see everybody a post about this this guy where they meet at Devon house. And the guy where they meet at Devon house, and it's like the guy is a stalker, right? Come up to them, demand them number, and all of them something there. And then give them the number, and then he might behave like a crazy person. And I was calling, and I keep on seeing the girlies them posting it, and it led me to go back into my memory. Back into 2022. And I was like, I'm wondering if it's the same person that I meet in Devon house. So let me tell you how that one day, how it go. And even I go back in my galleries, and I was searching my phone just to see if I could get a picture of the person. But it was a video. I was dancing in the video because it was me, my cousin, my sister, my niece, my nephew. All of us went to Devon house because every time one time we just pick up ourselves and on a Sunday we gone to Devon house. So I remember when I went to go and look back on the video, he passed through the video. Tall, light skin, tall guy, and he walked past through the video. But I can't see the face. I cannot make out the face properly in the video because the way it did have it, but can't make it out. So anyhow, I say, why the girl is them talk about that person at Devon house, and it just sound exactly like the person that I encounter with at Devon house. So one Sunday evening we say, all right, we got Devon house. I will go Devon house. I will there. We buy ice cream, because you know you have to wait a long line. Okay, when I wear, Devon house always full. So we buy ice cream, we eat down Devon house, so we there, I laugh and I give a look and we talk and we laugh and we do the most. And I was there. I was the one that was like the entertainer for the night. Somebody there and I dance. I don't remember which song. Broke your back or some shit because some of you have been over a while and I've like me and broke my back. And I even went back and I looked on the video and I was watching the video and the person walked through the video. Like maybe him see me from a distance doing the dance or dancing up myself, acting like a fool. And he came over and he was like calling me. But I pretended like I didn't hear. But my cousin, because in the video you can hear my cousin, I said, Stacey, and I show me say the person that called me. Anyhow, but also because she still did have the phone and video, I'm just on a back to where he was standing, but his face not really sure, but you can see say it's a tall man, brown, light-skinned tall man. So anyhow, I back to him and him asked him a number and I give him the number. Maybe end up giving him the number. I end up giving him the number. I give him the number, him gone about him business, I went back to the group of people that I'm there with. And we did the same way, talk, laugh, he never come back around to me or anything. We did it till we leave. Who forgot at them individual, who won't go at them individual one, but we left. So I think it was the next day. Or the next day, him contact me, he was texting me. And him say, me and him go out. And I said, sure. I don't know you like that. Me not go out with you. Because me don't know if you're a kidnapper or whatever. The fuck you don't even know the person. You don't even know me and you want to carry me out. No, I'm not run them type of joke there. You see me as a person, if you want to get in a relationship with me, me say me have to get to know you over the phone. I will go and chat a little bit. I'm going to build up that courage there. I'm going to build up the energy. I'm going to build up that trust there. For say you can go out. And even though, get me wrong, even though we can build up all of that, you still be a little psychopath. Same way, but that's some you stay. So anyway, the man called me. The man called me and the man... That's why I know the same person, you know. All the people that talk about him say him a psycho. The man called me and the man him going to come for me. Him going to come for me. I say, come for who? I say, no, I'm not going away. Will you tell me, say, me, I go drink some liquor? I say, no, I never said that, I'm not go out with you. The man start cuss because I tell him, say, I'm not going away with him. Man start cuss. I'm a little, I have the phone on my ears and I say, how do you want to this? Excuse me, but exactly because I'm a door and I say, how do you want to this? So this man, yeah, cuss me out. Say me for go out with him. I'm gonna listen. The man angle me. The man go on bad on the phone because I tell the man say I'm not going out with him. I don't know him. You think say me no know you want me to pick up myself and go out with you? So I'm not that type of girl, baby love. And the man cuss. I say no. I say I'm daddy and him. Me listen to him. I say you're crazy. You're a man. You have to be, that's exactly what I'm saying. You say you have to be a madman. Because I don't know you from nowhere at all. You're going to tell me say you want me to go with you, and then you turn on and cuss me because me say I'm not going to with you. The man behave bad on the phone and tell you no. That's why when we hear the girls them talk about this man from Devon, it look like a thing. It look like it's a thing when go around go do at Devon House, and him have a thing for Devon House. For those go at Devon House, for look the girl at Devon, but this is a mad psycho man. A mad sick head no good. But say when my daddy have the phone today, I'm even and I tell my sister, and I say, Chantel, say my sister, this man a cuss me. The man a cuss me. Say me nah go out with him, me for go out with him, and the man a cuss me. And my daddy all along listen and laugh, me a laugh because you me no say, me not take up myself going away with this man because he's a mad blood clot. Mad sick head no good. If me ever go out with a man there, that the night they mood it. Me never think more than the year today. 2026 that's from 2022 that happened. From 2022 it happened. Me would there today I come talk when me hear the girlies them attack me I say 1 + 1 = 2. No must be dirty man same way. And the same dirty man. Nobody can tell me nothing. He's the same dirty man at Devon House. We walk around and look the girl and then act like say him act like say him control you and him demanding and him, anything him say goes. No dirty man and I say it work. No dirty man. And so when him come out for the phone, because most of the time they don't laugh. I say you have to be crazy. You have to be mad. You must mad. I mean, I say, see, that's why I mean, I pick up myself and say, me, I run, go nowhere with anybody car. The way people are missing in Jamaica, me afraid, so no could trick me. And when him done, I just come out for the phone and I block and I delete the number, I block you. But not follow my argument with you, you know. Why, my brother? Why? Don't do that. Don't do that. Yeah, I not follow my argument with you, you know. I not follow my argument because you don't know me from Adams. You don't go see me one time, and that one time you see me, and I see me again. Even though I go never know already, but me, if me see him now, me know him. If me see that tall brown man there, I know him. In then I'm a video, but in face now show all that good, but in body shape and structure and everything in the video. That's why when I hear the girl talk about this creep at Devon House, I know it is the same creep. Block and delete and cement him, because guess what, I'm not have to deal with you ever. So you come with your bad, dirty, stinking attitude and think, say, I'm going to go on a date with you, you're crazy. I block him and I never hear back from that person. I don't even remember about it. Sometimes it will remember, but just because I hear the girl talk about this man at Devon House, and I say, why it just sound like the same person? Why it sound like the same person when we meet at Devon House? One madman. Because he's mad.
As quickly. Guys, I saw 2 other females talking about this person, and I feel like I should have weighed in on this. Because, boy, I have a story time for you. I'm going to call it Surviving Christopher. Over the weekend, on Friday, I had intentions to go to an event called Open House, which is at Devon. I got there semi-early, but I had a little bit of wardrobe malfunction, so I was kind of in and out of the parking lot and my car. That's a long-ass story for another time. That's not what. Due to my malfunction, I had to change. As I'm making my way to the entrance of this event, that's in the courtyard area of Devon, I get stopped by a tall, brown gentleman. He's a brownish, light-skinned guy, and he approaches me and he tells me my name is Christopher. Then gives me this speech about, oh, you're so pretty. I saw you across the way from the parking lot. Me and my friend spotted you, and I don't usually do this, but I had to come over and say something to you because I just needed you. I'm going to point out that I was alone. That's very important. I was alone. And I was planning to be alone because it was one of those nights for me where I go out on my own. It's one of those like, you can go on your cutesy outfit. Open House is a safe space. It's pretty much uptown. Like, there's nothing to really worry about. I would also like to make a note that this guy draw down on me in darkness, because in the parking lot, there's hardly any light. So you can't even see really who you're talking. He asked for my number, and due to the aggressive nature of what he was like, I gave him my number. He also seemed like the kind of person who, if you gave him a false number, he would call it right away. So I just knew I had to give him my real number, right? I had no intentions of really interacting with him. I was going to block him anyway. It didn't really matter. Or even if I didn't block him, I was going to answer. I would like to say, and specifically specify, I gave this guy my number because I did not want to have to deal with him. He was very, very aggressive. He tried to convince me to go and have drinks with him. And I said, no, I can't do that. I'm about to go inside. So I left him outside. I entered into the event. I'm in the event for a little while. I hail up my friend because I need to use the bathroom, so I'm going on the way to when I'm on the way to the bathroom, this man is on the other side of the entrance. I left him at the other entrance. So I'm shocked. I jump because I'm like, why this man on this side of the entrance? This is so strange. Again, this is dark spots. These are very, very dark spots. There's not a lot of light going on. I don't even know what he really truly looked like in the face. But I know he was not handsome. That is a fact. I know that for sure. So those who haven't been to Open House don't know that there is a barricade to separate Open House from people coming in and out. So if you have a drink, then I'm gonna let you in. Security is there. The barricade is below the bathroom door. So people who are still on Devon House property can use the bathroom without being accosted by the security guard. So I'm in the bathroom doing what I have to do. And then I come out and the barricade is a few steps away from me. Me being the person that I am, I'm like, why this guy right here? So I'm walking over to him and I'm saying, why are you still here? Because you say your friends are gone somewhere. So normally a person would go where they have to go. He called me aside and he's like, oh, I really want to take you out. Like, we should go to Fridays or Pegasus or some. I tell him, no, I'm not interested. And he proceeded to tell me that it is my fault why he was acting like this because of the way I was dressed. Chat, this is what I looked like. It's nothing too crazy. Okay. He continued to say, oh, you know, that dress, that color looks so nice on you. That's the reason why I'm being so aggressive. I really, really like you. All of that. Continues to say, oh, I'm not usually like this. I don't usually do this. This is the first time for me. And I'm like, no. I have to call my friends, text my friends, send help. Because he was a little bit too aggressive. While I'm here, I'm trying to talk to get away from him, because that's what I was trying to do, was trying to get away from him. In order to not arouse suspicion and anger, because I could see it deeply underneath all of his behavior, that he was quite aggressive, so G, walk me to the front. Now, if anything were to happen and he was walking me to wherever we were, the doors, the security is right there. That's the safest play for me. He walks me to the front. I'm trying to get away from him. He's asking me, okay, so you can't do it. I said, no, can't go out with you tonight. I don't want to go out with you tonight. He's like, okay, cool. How about tomorrow? What are we doing tomorrow? And I said, I'm busy. He says, okay, you're busy. What time are you free? I make up a number, says 3. I'm busy until 3 p.m. He tries to convince me that I should go out with him at 3:30. I cannot count on my fingers how many times I told him no, or I don't know. He then proceeds to say, okay, fine, I'll call you at 4:30. We can go. I said, you know what? Yeah, you're right. We will go out at 4:30. Me knows I wasn't going nowhere with no man at 4:30. But you know what? I'm gonna lie in this scenario because I'm trying to get from you as quickly as possible. Expeditious. He hugs me inappropriately at that too, and I get away and I enter into the event. I find it very strange because he can't get into the event like me for whatever reason. I don't know. That's what I found very interesting. This event is a free event. It's a free cover event. But he probably didn't know that because there were people at the doors making sure that people weren't going into the event with drinks and weren't dressed inappropriately. People, tell me why the man called me at 1 p.m. And after 1 p.m. I called him around 4. Still call again? I can't make this up. I answered none of them. When he couldn't get me, I think he tried to call me on a second number that he probably had. I also did not answer the phone. I am saying this because I'm trying to warn women. Mr. Four is aggressive. He does not take social cue. He does not keep his hands to himself when he's close to you. He tried to manipulate me into going out the same night he met me by using the concept of him and his friends, their plans mash up because of me. That's what he's saying now. Him and his friends had plans and he didn't want to, he let them leave because he saw me and the plans mash up and can't go nowhere. Keep in mind, guys, that the time that I was talking to this guy was around 11 o'clock. 11 o'clock, which means no plans can mash up at 11 o'clock because the night just starts. So what? If you see him, avoid him. Please, at all costs, avoid. I could barely really make out him face, as I say, him tall, him brown, light skinish, doesn't seem to be that good looking, clearly targets women by themselves, and he has quite a personality on him. He's very, very aggressive, and don't take no for an answer. He does not take no for an answer. And he has a lot of that manipulative nature in him because he tried to do it with me. I don't know this guy from Adam and Eve's times, okay? I don't know this guy at all. And he tried to make it seem like we knew each other from way, way back. It was crazy. He obviously thinks that there's a girl he wants or a girl him trying to finish and they're going to automatically fall for his foolishness. And also, he believes that he is entitled to a woman, which is in big 2026. Yeah, just stop, G. He is literally a menace to Kingston and St. Andrew. He's a menace to Kingston and St. Andrew. And you know I don't come on here and come talk foolishness, guys. Be very vigilant with him. Please, I'm begging you. Yeah, Candy out or whatever you want to say.